Alright, this is Brendan Carter, and this is the first episode of Cite Your Sources. BrendanCarter211.com. I am a Capricorn.
My social media, or IG, all of it's that Ken Sharif with 2 N's, and my astrological sign is Virgo.
Hi, I'm Tiffany on social media, IG. I'm Tiff_the_5th, and I'm Aquarius.
This is Marie, and on Instagram I'm Marie_30, and I'm a Leo.
I'm Nakara, Sticky Nikki on social media platforms, and I am a Cancer.
My name is Donnie. My social media is RNS_Donnie, and I'm a Cancer.
My name is Stoney. My Instagram is My Loud Radio, and I am a Capricorn.
My name is Christy. My Instagram is just my imagination 216, and I'm an Aquarius.
I literally just had this conversation with one of my male friends. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to go get her." He like, "But the thing about it is that she don't drink liquor. She only drink wine." He like, "So what I'm supposed to do?" I'm like,
Use your mouth.
"What the fuck you mean? What you supposed to do?" He's like, "I mean, like, shit. I was trying to get her lit." I said, "So she got to be drunk to be interested in you?"
That's rape culture right there.
Is that what you're telling me is happening right now? Me, I'm a drinker and I'm a smoker, baby. I'm a come lit anyway.
I was just
But
gonna say, so am I
do you
just
have to be? Do you have to necessarily get this girl under the influence in order to be able to talk to her and have sex and, you know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like if she's sober, she really gonna just not be interested? She's not gonna fuck you.
Right, it's the intention of it. It's not like, oh, you down to drink. It's the intention.
Which is why I
If he's
said
intentionally doing it, it's rape
So I want to know, am I programming myself for rape culture? Because like if I go out on a date or something like that, I'll be feeling like, oh, let me get me.
That's what I was just about to say.
No, do
Because I wanna
you
get
want to
juicy.
do that?
Like, you know what I'm
If
saying?
you,
Like,
no,
that's because you
if you
already
want to,
raping yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no.
so have we programmed ourselves for rape culture?
No, do you want to get drunk to be? Rape culture is hella real.
Oh, that's what I was just thinking though, but like I sort of feel like it's like a catch-22 or some shit because so many women say I have to do this so I can do this, and then they don't know what happened, or so many women be like, oh, I'm gonna be so drunk out of my mind I don't know what to do. So it's like, is it sort of like entrapment sometimes? I know rape is rape, but every woman act like. Not like they want to be raped. I'm not saying that, but everyone. I'm not saying that. I'm saying so many women say I need drinks to go do this. I want to go do this so I can do something that I don't want to remember in the morning. So it's like,
No, that's
ain't they
their own
making it
decision.
somewhat that easy?
No, that's their personal decision that they're making for them. It's when a guy goes out of his way to do it because he feel like he can't get her naturally. It's literally like, let me loosen her up to do something she probably wouldn't want. It's the intention of rape. Because rape is all about intention. It's really never even about sex.
It's all about personal intention. Exactly.
Also, like, women I've experienced tend to have this problem too, of feeling like you have to have sex. Say like if you go see a guy and people always be like, well, why you go? As if you can't change your mind. Like you can get there and be like, cause I'm telling you, I've been mid-sucking like, I don't really want to finish this. But I feel like I got to now because I'm like, oh man.
I already started, yep.
But you're made to feel like you're wrong for being like, I don't want to do this no more. Because he's like, man, what the fuck? Like, what you mean? You done came all the way over here? Trust me, I've been kicked out and had to walk all the way home.
And then he done guilt you into finish.
Yeah, and then you got now you just got to sit there like
fuck.
I guess I'm different.
No one should have to feel that way.
I said no, I'm like bye-bye.
I just
left the
unless I know that it's time to get down.
Right.
That's what I came for.
No.
Otherwise,
It's not saying you might change your mind.
I did.
If I'm in the middle of it,
I changed my mind recently. I don't know. I guess I was drunk. I left the bar with somebody. I don't even bring people to my house, so I have no idea how he ended up at my house. So I get there and I'm cooking and shit. And I'm like, you want something to eat? He's like, no, I want some pussy. I'm like, whoa, how did you get here? Who the fuck is you? You need to go. And he like, honey, baby, I came all the way to Shaker. I said, and you have to go. And he like, what happened? You just was like, wait, on me at the bar. We talked all the way here. I'm like, I came to my senses.
And I will say
you got to go.
I will say that men feel entitled to sex,
Bye-bye.
and we make
I
women
know, I was scared.
feel like they supposed to have sex.
Man,
with men that got
that is one of my
change that.
That is one of my biggest things. And my father always told me like, sex is not major. Sex is not major, number one. He like, sex is not the only thing you're able to bring to the table.
Right.
My daddy used to tell me this as a 10-year-old. Sex is not the only thing you can bring to the table. You gotta have something more. So I never looked at sex like it was a payment for anything. Like if a nigga did something for me or something like that. Bitch, what you
She's
think?
an Aquarius.
What you need this pussy for? You did it because you wanted to do it. I'm sorry. Now what I can do is blackmail your ass up on my face.
They recently said date stands for dick at the end. So if you go on a date, expect dick at the end.
Oh hell no!
If I'm paying, I want some dick at the end. But
I want to go to a man what he thinks about rape culture and the concept of women and sex. Because what you've been told as a man, you know, when you were a teenager, how women supposed to perceive it.
The whole foundation of rape culture is based upon the fact that you take the choice away from the woman. That's rape
true.
culture. You sexualize, you over-sexualize the woman to the point where it's offensive. And it happens commonly in the workplace. That's where rape culture really is a big component because it's fixated on more so fiscal. I'm not going to pay you as much because you're not going to go out on a date with me. Hey, Amanda, do you want to go out tonight? You know, and it starts with professors in colleges where they selling grades for pussy. Like it's rape culture is a big thing. It's more than just going out on a damn date. It happens all the fucking time. Because if it happens to a woman and it doesn't happen to a man, that's rape culture.
Right.
Because I'm putting you in a position where you don't do something that you really want to do, but you do it because you're getting something out of it. That's technically I'm raping you. I'm taking your choice out of it. So how I feel about it, how I was raised, is that we, as men, we are fixated on I have to impress this woman to get something out of it. Let me flash some money. Let me.
I know that's right. Hey,
so goes back to your point. Goes back to your point when you sit up here and said he didn't know what the fuck to do because she didn't drink. That's because that's what he was trained to do from other men. As men, we're not growing up.
Other men is a big problem.
We're not growing up learning how to talk to women. And then social media takes that away completely because a nigga will not ask you for your number no more. A nigga will ask you for your IG.
Right.
Then you leave the damn club.
Send a dick pic.
Wait a minute. Wait. Leave the damn club and this nigga DMs you. You don't even have enough courage to ask me for my number. You should block me off top. Don't even ask me for my IG.
Where did you?
I want to fall in love.
Where did you get this motherfucker?
I want to fall in love.
Like,
I want to fall in love with your identity. I want to fall in love with your fictional identity. That's a fiction. This shit not real.
You feel like that you know somebody from this.
It's a fictional identity. It's not real.
To pick off of what he said, I got a friend and I stick with it and my friends know when dudes come in my DM, I don't want to hook up with nobody on social media. You don't know me. I don't know you. I can't. Yeah. If you're feeling me like that and you interested in me as a lady, then you figure out where I be at. Even though I got a man, but you figure out I'm bending or something. Come to me as a woman, you know what I mean? Right. If you whatever, that's how you like me, not through my DM. So I don't
hold on. Wait, hold on. I will say we're not gonna discredit social media like as if in 2019 that is people really needing their wives. Yeah. People really need their wives and their husbands. I mean, it is.
Right? I get raped online.
As a man, I wasn't taught. I only saw an example of an exemplary woman being raised by her, but I never was taught to value a woman. It took me a long time to stop devaluing women and seeing women physically what they could do or whatever. Yeah, your personality is awesome, whatever. But at the end of the day, I want to hit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like. It took me a long time. I had to mature, later in life, you know what I'm saying, to understand the value. And now I'm actually turned on about mothers. I see a woman raising her kids and stuff. I'm like, ooh, it's a turn on now. They didn't used to be like, oh, she got kids, like, you know, ooh. Now I see a mother, like, handling her business, got her stuff together. That stuff turns me on. Like, I'm not even tripping. We're not taught. Yeah,
even by older men. So we're gonna act like older men. I've been in barbershops and I've seen the way older men teach young boys how to interact with women. Sometimes I'd be like, sometimes they'd be better off like literally not learning from older men.
Right, don't even go to the bar.
Sometimes literally be better off not at all. Because men would not know how to tell
you. Like Fab said, I don't blame you. I blame your old head. The example that you're following is so sad, period. Because it's real. Like the example that some of these guys are following, it's kind of like, I see why you act like that. I see why you think like that. Because this nigga is retarded too. Like, come on, man.
Right. And you shouldn't have to only get your advice from a 60, 70-year-old man.
Something. My nephew, you know my nephew Jay. You know, I get him. He never met his father. And he is raised by women. You know, my mom, you know, my dude, of course, but his core is the women. And the other day I was talking to him, he said he at the age now where he's very handsome, girls liking him. And I always talk to him about being respectful. And he told me, he said, Auntie, he said, I will never be disrespectful to a woman. He said, I love women. He said, I love pretty girls. He's like, I like girls with nice bodies. He said, but I was raised by strong women. He said, you don't never have to worry about me disrespecting a woman because, yeah, he was like, yes, he said that, and that made me feel. They say women we don't. When we have to raise our boys, we don't got no choice.
Yeah,
exactly.
Women want strong men. This mention that black women want their men to be weak or whatever is not a real thing. I've never wanted. No, that it could be a social media like, oh, women raising boys. That is not. I've never met a black woman who wanted their child, their son to be weak. They want them to be strong as possible, regardless of what.
However, we want their father to be men.
There is a problem with enabling young black women. That's an issue. Not raising weak men is enabling. They expect. You know what I'm saying? They're, what is that called when you expect to be given the world or whatever? Entitlement, yes. They have this entitlement. These young men have this entitlement. I had to break myself sometimes if I'm not expecting because when I was younger, you know, people was flocking. So it's like, yeah, like I'm thinking like I was entitled, but no, hell no, I'm not entitled to shit. But it took maturity though. But it's a lot of that entitlement going on. And like a lot of people in my generation be talking about younger generation be like, hey, like they think they so entitled, so that's now our new little label on y'all, whatever, like y'all entitled, whatever. And that's not the case all the time. There's some exemplary kids, there's some great people out here, but we get caught up in some of the stereotypes that's out here, and they quick to flash a stereotype, like quick flash in a hurry of how our children are. But I know a lot of great children out here that's being raised right. So where they at? Because it's a girl that got what, like accepted to like 15, 16, you know, Ivy League schools or something like that.
About us when we was young though.
She was in high school on the SAT test and they challenged her and she just gave it up. She was trying to prove it and they took her through all bunch of stuff and she just get a little black girl. She got one of the highest scores on the SAT and the ACT and they tried to say she cheated. Yeah, she challenged it and they made it
don't even give me on the white people stealing.
Gave up.
That's a whole nother episode. We gonna get to that.
Because, but that's a part of their agenda. They don't want us to be smart and to be the best. They don't want us to realize our strength. Period. That's what it is. So they're going to take the people that we idolize and they're going to crumble their whole appearance. They're going to crumble their whole everything in front of us. So that if another one of you niggas think y'all about to get up here and do something, look at what we just did to this. It goes back to slavery. They would get the biggest nigga and cut his ass up, cut off his leader and type shit like that, and show other niggas like, if you think you gon' run, this is how you gonna end up.
Okay, so we touched on a lot of different things here. Everybody has great, valid point of views. Like I said, you get Tiffany started on the conspiracy theorists and things like that. It can go all day. My chicken Philly over fries was really, really good.
I had tots and buffalo parm.
Reel that back. Yeah, it was really, really good. But yeah, we all clearly are opinionated about different things. I do see some similarities in the things that we say. I can't wait to see what else we talk about.
First off, I want to say thank you for making me feel welcome, and everybody was respectful of one another. It was cool. I really enjoyed myself. To close the conversation, I think I just want to say when we come together as a people, we need to hear each other out. Always be a proponent of listening to somebody else's opinion that's adverse, because right now on social media and the internet, you can always find an opinion that promotes your opinion. You're not going to go seek out somebody else's opinion, and that's the problem right now in society. That's why I'm so quick to judge. So I hope, based upon this recording, that you got a different opinion about something that you may not necessarily agree with.
Final thoughts, I feel that I think sometimes people just need to be a little more open-minded, period. You know, don't always assume because it's right in front of your face that that's the facts. Do your own research and stop letting other people sort of influence your thinking and your thoughts.
Not to keep I agree with everything everybody says thus far, but I want to keep it short and sweet. We don't have the luxury to be divided. we all we got. And it's just flat out. So we got to mentally start changing our dynamic or paradigm as far as how we view each other, how we accept each other. Just because we had different ideologies like religion or what have you, don't mean we need to be divided. We all can build with different type of views on life. Like she was talking about your opinions, like what you were saying, like be open-minded. So we all we got. And that's all I gotta say. We all we got.
I agree with being open-minded. I feel that these topics and discussions are important, and I feel like it gives me personally the chance to just be able to speak out and hear different other people's opinions. And I'm glad to be here, and hopefully I'll be at the next one.
Hello, beloveds. Here's the final thought of the day. Seriously, though, I mean, it's really nothing for me to say on the final thought because all our thoughts just was the same one. You got to remain open-minded. It's strength in numbers. And when it comes down to it, the big agenda is to keep black people down. This whole integration thing is never a good idea. Never. We should have stayed segregated. We'll have that for another show, though.
Final thoughts. I'm really, really happy that Brandon invited me. I hope I'm invited to the next one. Just like she said, everybody, we all spoke for each other. I agree to disagree. It was a really, really good time, really good conversation.
All right, thank you. I'm Brandon Carter 211, and that was the first episode of Cite Your Sources. Everybody give a round of applause.